Welcome back to another video, and today we're doing a review on a recent release from Broadway Limited Imports, and this is the HO scale Vanderbilt Hudson, and we have number 5344. And as per usual, these locomotives come with Paragon 4 and Rolling Thunder, and as you can see, this is the somewhat new packaging from Broadway, which is this full white with the sliding mechanism. So yeah, pretty simple and looks good, well presented. So we'll go straight into it with the sticker. As you can see, Vanderbilt Hudson with 5344, and we have it in the in-service paint scheme with the disc drivers. And this locomotive comes with, as I said, Paragon 4, sound and DCC, and the smoke function. So yeah, other than that, I don't believe there's anything else apart from some logos, and that's pretty much it. Pretty standard issue from Broadway. So we'll slide this right out, and there you go. You have the New York Central Vanderbilt Hudson. It's a bit hard with to see with the glare, but we'll get it out as soon as we can. I think we can start with the slips down here, which are a bit hard to get out, but it's pretty easy to manage. So pushing the model to the side, pretty standard slip from Broadway, and we have one of two things: the operator's manual. So you can expect the usual things in here: CVs, functions, DC, DCC, warranty, yeah, all the basic information that you need for the model. So other than that, we just have, once again, a slip with the functions, just so you don't have to go through the manual. So we've got from 0 to 28, and we'll definitely be using some of these functions to show off what Paragon 4 can do from Broadway. So I think we will just get it out of the box and take a closer look at the model. Just a quick side note before we get into the details: these are the 4 accessories that come with this model. As per usual, you have a smoke fluid funnel, and then some spare traction tires and a tool for removing the drivers. But most uniquely, we have these 2 details here. So we have an entire trailing truck here. I'm not too sure why they've included this. Perhaps for the era, one of 2 trailing trucks were accurate, and unusually this one has one wheel larger than the other. So that's pretty interesting. We'll be sure to take a closer look into this. But other than that, we have these sort of fins here. I'm not too sure where these attach onto the model yet, but like I said, we'll look closer into it and see some information on these. So as you can see, now we have the locomotive onto the round table, and we'll just have a quick look at it and the details that Broadway have fitted onto this streamlined passenger steam locomotive. Straight out of the box, it is a die-cast chassis and body for both the tender and the boiler, so extremely rigid and has a bit of pulling power, I'm certain, but we will be, of course, testing that when we put it on the tracks. Other than that, straight out of the box, the paint and the details look fine. Nothing was broken or missing. The lettering is clear and legible. And yeah, some of the details that they have separately applied are your pretty obvious ones: your handrails, grab irons, ladders, piping. Obviously your brass bell is hidden up here. If you can see it, it's hidden in this compartment here. And then the whistle's back there. Obviously your stack here. This locomotive, like all the other Broadway ones, comes with smoke fluid. So it'll be coming right out of there. But yeah, lots of little rivet detailings, for the most part molded. especially up along the top of the tender and on the sides. Very cool detail that Broadway did include. It's very hard to tell on camera, especially with this lighting, but the paneling has a 3D, like a structure to it. So I think it'll be easier to see in better light, but all along this side here, the paneling pops out, and you can see sort of that structure behind the panels. So that's a very cool effect that Broadway have put on, and I hope they put on in the future for their other streamlined locomotives and any other locomotive that has this sort of structure. But yeah, really lovely to see that, and I'm pretty sure that was one of the main features that they wanted to show off with this locomotive. In the cab we do have 2 firemen, and it is a detailed interior. And of course up the front, if I can position it a bit better, we have the headlight, your New York Central system logo. Being streamlined, doesn't have a coupler up the front, but yeah, underbody detail, there isn't too much going on. You've got your smoke fluid switch under there, obviously big disc drivers, and yeah, not too much going underneath. Broadway usually doesn't do too much to the undercarriage, but then looking at the rear of the tender, we've got a knucklehead coupler. Let's see if I can show it. Oh, the light is a bit bad. It's hard to show, but there is of course your rear facing light. We've got ladders, piping, hand railings, some more legible information, and yeah, pretty much the basics. Broadway haven't gone over the moon for the locomotive, but they still have featured a lot of the things that we have come to expect on HO models. So won't waste any further time and get straight into testing the locomotive. Overall, another standard locomotive from Broadway Limited Imports. It looks amazing, especially in person. Any of the streamlined locomotives that Broadway has made up to this point have been extremely good performance for us personally, and we've had no problems or issues that have resulted in having to fix them or change or modify them in any way. So sure, the sounds are a bit similar to previous locomotives from Broadway, but overall, in terms of its performance and its detail, it is a fantastic model, and it is a model that has a lot of history and that we've been waiting a long time for from Broadway, and they have delivered with this one, in our opinion. But yeah, hopefully we can see some even better locomotives from Broadway in the future. But yeah, this is the Commodore Vanderbilt with the Paragon 4 decoder, and yeah, we are certainly going to be operating it more often. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you aren't already, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.